What's going on, everybody? I almost was running a little bit late here. Fucking hanging out, realizing, oh crap, I have 5 minutes to get in here, so I just jumped in here really quick. So what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing great. Up, 3 o'clock, people. Let's do this. Boom. What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we got another one from our good beer drinking and beer making friends over at the Brewing Projekt in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So, I've had a bunch of their beers before and absolutely love their stuff, and today I'm hoping is pretty much going in that kind of route because we got another one from their Smoofee line. It's their kind of smoothie sour line that I've done a few of them on already. But today we're going to be looking at their Pomegranate, Guava, and Pear Smoofee. And just, this one is kind of, I remember I think the last one I have from them was the Mango Lassi, which was fantastic. But this one definitely is a little bit more gory kind of sounding because of the red. I don't know, it kind of looks bloody. He's holding a pear, and the pear looks kind of upset. We just got the blender that's just about to tear shit up, which I automatically love the label already just because the labels for the Smoofee stuff is really, really cool. And I really enjoy their stuff. So let's talk about the Brewing Projekt really quick again. I know if you've heard me talk about them before, but the Brewing Projekt kind of sets themselves to not create like just run-of-the-mill average craft beer. They like kind of making some out-of-the-ordinary, unique flavors and just very, very high standard, different variety, just really, really high quality craft beer, which everything that I've had from them so far has lived up to that standard. So I'm really excited. So this Smoofee sour comes out to, I believe it's a 5.7. Don't quote me on it. Let me check again really quick. But yeah, 5.7%. So I would say this is fairly sessionable, in my opinion. Definitely be able to put back a couple of these. So going to do a few little taps, and of course, just to be safe, we got a towel here just in case. I'm going to open it over a towel, so if we have any overflow or some foaming on there, we can get that taken care of. But without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this guy's all about. Boom. Okay, and let's see what this guy looks like, smells like. Oh yeah, definitely Yeah, it's kind of like a light on the nose a little bit. Getting a little bit of like the guava in there, pomegranate, giving like that kind of like a tart smell to it, I think. But I really want to see if, like, with it being a smoothie sour, if I want to see if I can get a texture of pear in there. If I want to see how much pear they use in this, because to me, having something with pear in there, especially having a smoothie sour, to me the texture of a pear is kind of like, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's fibrous, but it's kind of grainy. So I want to see if there's like a little bit of like a graininess in this beer. Let's see if they use enough pear to do it. So let's pour this guy and see what it looks like. I don't have any tulip glasses that are clean right now, so I'm just going to be drinking out of a untapped pint glass. And let's see how this guy pours. Oh yeah, look at that color. Look at that color. Pretty much no head to it, which is okay, definitely. It's getting thicker, getting thicker, getting thicker. Look at that, kind of. Whoa. It's a very, very interesting color to it. Kind of, I don't want to say it's kind of off-putting with the color of it, but kind of looks like chocolate milk. But I'm guessing that's coming from like the guava that's in there. Definitely still getting a lot of like the tartar fruit notes in this. Well, let's give this guy a try. So, cheers, everybody. Whoa. Okay. That is, yeah, that is very, very unique. Holy crap. So, right off the bat, these are a very unique fruit flavors to put together. It's not like your normal berry kind of fruited sour. Definitely, I don't know, color to this beer, I would say, is not the most appealing to most people, just because of the kind of like the brownish color to it. But I'm thinking with kind of the guava in there and them using the pear, I'm thinking there's some of the color from the peel in there, if it's more like a kind of like a brown skinned pear, to where I can see that color coming in. But definitely has like a, not really that tart in my opinion. I would say kind of has like maybe like, I wouldn't even say it's at a 1 of tartness. It's not really tart to me at all, but definitely getting that kind of mealy kind of taste, well, not taste, but like mouth feel of that pear. The pear is really, really predominant in this, which I'm actually really happy about that. It's a very, very nice pear flavor. I think the guava's in there to kind of add like kind of like a creamy note to it as well, and maybe kind of the pomegranate would add like a slight sharpness, but not really to a point where it's tasting sour, or like a very tart fruited sour kind of situation. But overall, yeah, the tastes are pretty nice. I really like that pear flavor in there. Really, really like it. Definitely is a unique kind of take on a fruited sour, if I can definitely say so myself. To me, that's pretty nice. Definitely, I'll give them that. The color isn't the most appealing thing about this beer. Kind of looks like, it's gonna sound weird, but it kind of looks like not really good. But I'm guessing that's from the pear in there. It's more of like a dark skin pear kind of situation, where I'm thinking a lot of the colors from, because they're using darker fruits. They probably used less pomegranate in here, so you're not gonna get much of the redness in there. So you're getting more of like those brownish kind of fruit colors from the peel of the pear, and I'm guessing with the guava as well. But overall, the flavors in there are really nice. Really, really nice. So let's see what the actual flavor profile of this guy is and see what they're saying. So now, of course, this is the pomegranate guava pear Smoofee fruited smoothie sour. So the brewers used heaps of fresh pomegranate, guava, and pear for all the sappy, sumptuous juice necessary to make an average weekday feel like a luxurious staycation. To complete the picture, recommend you pick up some of the real fruit, whole foods as you covered, and throw on a stored away Tommy Bahama shirt. Now your ottoman might as well be a poolside cabana. So they're definitely kind of giving more like a tropical juice kind of flavor on this, which I can definitely see. The pear and the guava are mixing really well to kind of add a nice creaminess to this, but it's not like a vanilla creaminess. It's definitely just more like a creamy kind of fruit feel. But yeah, you could definitely tell this is a heavy fruited sour. Definitely you could see a bunch of the sediment floating at the bottom, like kind of like the puree for the fruits at the bottom. But the flavor of this one, I really like. It's definitely unique. So let's start going off our rating systems here. So can art, I'm going to always say I really like the stuff that the Brewing Projekt does with their can art. It's very unique. I love the blender kind of going crazy and the Smoofee being spelled on it. Definitely like the pear and the pom. Like, it's just killing. It's just murdering fruit. Like I said, it kind of has, like I said before, with some of this stuff, it kind of has that sausage party kind of vibe where it's just like objects and ingredients that are just murdering each other. Plus, one of my favorite things is that kind of the token Brewing Projekt logo on the side, where it kind of gives you the flavor profile of the beer on the side as well. So that's really cool that they do that. But yeah, really solid can art. I'm gonna give this I'd probably give this a solid 4.75 out of 5 when it comes to this. I really like the red in there more than anything because it looks like blood and it just looks like a murder just happened. It's great. But let's see. If I got this in a flight at the Brewing Projekt, would I get another one? I probably would, to be honest. I like the flavors of this. The color of this is probably the most least appealing beer I think I've ever had. Never really had a beer that kind of had a brown kind of color to it, but more like a milky brown like this kind of makes it look like chocolate milk. But I know it's because the fruits they're using in here that it's giving off different colors, because the mixture of fruits is always going to kind of give you what color it's going to be. So having pear, pomegranate, and guava, there's going to be some different off kind of colors to this. Just because, like I said before, there's going to be probably some of the color from the peel of the pear if they're using like a brown pear. But yeah, the flavors in this are really nice. I'm really enjoying the fruited notes in here. Definitely, it's more predominantly pear and guava in here. Kind of the pear is kind of on the front when it comes to flavor, and then you kind of get like a creamy kind of situation. You definitely get the mouthfeel of the smoothie part of it, along with kind of having that mealy kind of texture that a pear normally has. When you bite into a pear, it's definitely a unique texture. I don't want to say it's coarse, because when it comes to fruit and having the word coarse, you kind of think like, I don't know. But definitely has a really nice mouthfeel to it. So yeah, I'd probably get another one of these in the flight. I would have liked to get a little bit more pomegranate in here to kind of get a little bit of more tartness. I think that would have made it more enjoyable. Just because, I don't know, when I want a fruited sour, I at least want to taste some tart flavors in here. But with this one, I'm barely getting any tartness at all. So, but the pear flavor in there and adding with the guava, it still makes it an enjoyable experience. I think I would have just wanted a little bit more of a tart pomegranate in there. Like maybe like more of like an unripened pomegranate, maybe, to kind of add that little extra element of tartness. I don't think it would bring any acidity to it really that much. But what is my final rating on this guy going to be? But before we do that, let's see what Untapped has to say about it and see what the ratings are on that while I think about what my rating is going to be. So, like I said before, it's a 5.7%, and with over 1,258 ratings, this guy has an average rating of 3.89 out of 5, which isn't bad. Definitely not bad. And let's see what people gave this. Somebody gave it a 3.5. Somebody gave it a 4.25, purchased it off Tavor. Another 4.25, another purchased off Tavor, 4.25. 4. Somebody gave it a full 5 out of 5. Let's see. Somebody gave it a 4, saying love the pear. 4.25, 4.25, 4.25, 3.75. Somebody gave it a 2.5, saying it's too sweet for a sour. Somebody gave it a 1.25. Somebody gave it a 4. Somebody gave it a 3.75. Okay, yeah. And then somebody gave it a 3.75, saying fermented juice, which to me, This is kind of the realm this one's going in. It's not more of like a sour. To me, it tastes like fermented juice. But I can see where they were going. We're trying to kind of create an interesting kind of mixture of fruits to create this one. The pear flavor, along with that creaminess of the guava, I think is what's saving this one for me. Because I don't want to say it's too sweet. It's kind of almost on that fence of being too sweet. But that's why I wish there was a little bit more pomegranate to kind of add a little bit extra tartness in there. I wanted a little bit, at least a significant more amount of tartness in this. Because with me, there's at least none. To me, I don't taste any tartness to this beer whatsoever. For calling it a smoothie sour, that's going to kind of affect my rating on it a little bit. So, I think with my rating on this, I mean, don't get me wrong, the fruit flavors in this are great. Explosive, very unique. It's just, I don't want to say they missed the mark when it comes to wanting to create a fruit. Because with everything that I've had from a fruited sour from them, have added either an aspect of a slight tartness when it comes to, like the last one I had with the mango lassi, there was still kind of that little zing in there that it was probably the natural tartness of the mangoes they used with the mango lassi one, and adding those like spice flavors that kind of made it more enjoyable. With this one, there's not really, I don't really taste any like spice, kind of like cinnamon or anything like that in there, but just the fruits in there they're using are good. But I would have just liked to see more pomegranate pushed through to add like an element of tartness to this, because to me, like how somebody put it on Tapped, it tastes like a fermented fruit juice. So I think my final rating on this guy is going to be a solid maybe 6.75, 7. I'm probably going to stick with a 7 out of 10. If you're looking for a fruited sour that really isn't too sour, or really isn't sour at all, I'd recommend this one. Yeah. Or if you're kind of looking for a very unique kind of flavor profile for a fruited sour, yeah, this one might be right up your alley, because it might give you what you're looking for, and it's definitely a very unique one. I know the Brewing Projekt always does really good at kind of going out there when it comes to different fruit mixtures for their fruited sours, for their smoothie sours. So big props to them for kind of experimenting with different recipes and different mixtures of fruits. It's kind of nice to see breweries kind of just, instead of just going for the average, kind of step up their level a little bit and try to do things that they usually don't see, which is great that they do. But overall, I think I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. It's good. But I wanted to see a little bit more tartness in this. I think that would have given it at least, like, if there was tartness to this, I would have probably been like closer to like a 7.5, almost an 8 situation. But yeah, not bad at all. If you're looking for any other stuff from the Brewing Projekt, you can always find their stuff. I know they're available in the kind of Wisconsin area, kind of hugging Lake Michigan. I know I've seen their stuff go through there. Or if you're in like the Minneapolis and Minnesota area, the Brewing Projekt kind of has their stuff available in liquor stores and bottle shops over there. So just keep an eye out for stuff for the Brewing Projekt. You might be able to find some other stuff from their Smoofee line. So I don't know if this one's going to be one that's available right now, because to me, the fruits they're using this are kind of more like fall, wintry kind of fruits. So you might find different kinds of Smoofee ones available right now. But overall, yeah, it's not bad. I would definitely recommend this for just people to try, just to say they tried something unique. But overall, I think that's what I have for you guys this afternoon. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. And if you want to see if you can get stuff on Spore, if you want to see if you can get some stuff in the Brewing Projekt, of course, you can always check out your local liquor stores if you're in the areas where they distribute. Or you can download Tavor, the app, and put in your zip code, and you'll be able to find out if you can get beer delivered to you through them. And they have stuff from the Brewing Projekt come up there quite often. So you just got to keep an eye out. I don't think there's any up there from the Brewing Projekt right now, but you just check the app every day. They upload. They put a couple different ones at least a day. Maybe like 2 or 3 a day, depending on how, like, the rate of brews that they put up there. But yeah, just give them a try. See if you can get their stuff. Other than that, if you're looking for a more social media aspect of beer, you could also shoot me a friend request on Untapped. I would like to see more people that hang out on chat that drink beers with me. a little bit more active on Untapped. I would like to see what other people are drinking to kind of keep an eye out for stuff that I should look for in the future. But yeah, I think it's a fun little kind of way to be with a very, very strong craft beer community, which is probably the strongest it's ever been at this point, to be honest. So if you're a beer drinker and you're not on Untapped, get on over there and join the fun. But other than that, that is what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Make sure if you're watching right now, hit that like button on your way out. Also, if you're watching the replay crew, thank you again. Also, you guys should hit that like button as well, because that would help me out greatly. But if you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell to let you know whenever I go live doing another review. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. You guys are amazing. And remember, guys, if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody.